Hi, and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight from Dissonant Chaos and Fatal Butterfly, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. I will drink to Wednesday.
Oh, cheers. Cheers to Wednesday, yes.
It has been a rough week already.
I know, right? It's about to get better because we have an awesome lineup for you tonight. I'll go over our mission statement and we will introduce our guests. So Musicians Hangout mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And we welcome Atrocity Girl. Woo!
I'm super pumped.
Oh my gosh. Here's to Atrocity Girl. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
So how'd you guys get your band name?
I don't know. I try to come up with I try to use the word girl, like instead of woman. I try to use the word girl and then combine it with like a word that meant like really gritty, really unapologetic, and really aggressive. And I just thought atrocity and girl really fit together. I mean, there was a toss-up of a few different names, but it came down to like, two names at the time that we were forming the band, and then Atrocity Girl just stuck.
Cool.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. How long have you guys been together?
Yeah, it's a year now.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you guys, I have to give a shout out to my roommate, Josiah Anderson, because he is the one that actually talked to me about you guys all the time. And so I was like, well, I'll check him out. Like, I'm all for girls, like, playing, like, we are very rare. So, of course, I'm going to check out an all-girl female band. So,
heck yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
amazing.
You are. Well, and it's super exciting to have you part of our show because we are also advocates for women in music, and we try to empower each other instead of cut each other down. So, sisterhood.
To sisterhood.
Yes, to sisterhood.
Sisterhood. Yes, that's definitely what a lot of us stand for as well, and that's really important to all of us.
Well, back in the day, you know how some ladies could just be bitchy, just catty, and just not fun to be around, and we're really trying to change that. Like I said, we are a rare breed in this industry. We should be empowering each other.
Heck yeah, and
women over time really have been kind of tried. It's like they've been tried and sort of persecuted to be pushed out of music, and especially rock and roll. And it's it says all throughout history, and it's like we've just barely kind of reached the acceptance of it, and we want to be able to push the bounds of what I think like traditional or what people think that all girl bands should sound.
Right.
Yes.
I hear you. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I was going to say, Maxine definitely knows about pushing that envelope.
I mean, really pushing the envelope and really just doing something that I think it kind of needs to reamp it, I suppose. And
I hate to say this, I love all the all-female tribute bands out there. Like, Hell's Bells and is it Lewd and Crude?
They have
too. But I love that you ladies are all originals doing it. That's what I love, because I think it takes a little bit more to be an original band than it is to learn somebody's tablature. You know what I mean? Right. If that makes sense. Because it's your artistic expressions.
And I agree. I mean, it's nice to be able to play those songs and honor the musicians who wrote them. But yeah, we really need to bring more originality back into the scene.
Heck yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love playing my original songs. I've learned a lot from playing covers, but I definitely prefer to write. Tell us a little bit about your writing process.
I think like so right now, like we are kind of at this stage where we're really starting to kind of write together as a whole. Where when we came in here, each of us had songs that we brought to the table and we just brought them to life, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, and I mean right now, because like when we first started as a band, it's like, oh yeah, I have these songs and these songs, never did anything with them, but and we just wanted something to jam to. So it started to kind of blossom into more liveliness to it, and then we've just added it to the set list. But like us as a whole, we're starting to really like get to know each other's dynamics and then put those together to compose. So
That's awesome.
I
Like,
love that.
yeah, you have good
Yeah.
chemistry.
for sure.
Yeah.
So it's really just about like what ideas we're going to bring to the table and how we can bring them to life. And sometimes we'll like to record little bits and pieces of an idea and send them to each other so we can kind of work off of that. And when we jam next, then we can try to put it together.
It's very collaborative, I would say. Like even with established songs, it's democracy. Like everybody's opinion matters as much as the other person's, and so it's a very safe kind of environment to be creative.
Oh, sounds harmonious. That's nice.
I love that.
Cool, laid back. Love it.
Exactly.
For sure.
I guess my cat wants to say hi.
Oh, Miss Bats. Hello, Miss Bats.
I guess she's a Atrocity Girl fan. Well, my cat reminded me of Kitty Junk. What's Kitty Junk? Tell me a little bit about that.
Which?
The Kitty
Which one?
Junk.
Oh, that's just a side thing that Ryan and I were doing during quarantine because we live closest to each other.
Well, it's hilarious, and I love it. Thank you.
It started as like we want to just bring laughter during a time of chaos and just really thinking of what we could do as musicians, as a rhythm section to get tighter together, but also to hopefully make somebody laugh.
Especially since I came into the band late in the game.
Yeah.
And
You're not late in the game, honey.
well, for this band and also being on a new instrument, because I'm primarily a guitar player, but I wanted to play bass for Atrocity Girl because I wanted a new challenge.
That's
and
right.
I love what I do for Atrocity Girl, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. Has it been 3 or 4 months now?
5 now.
5.
What?
Wow.
Right.
Nice.
COVID kind of
Yeah.
took over that right now, right?
So I do remember following Ryan and noticing that, they had you auditioned for Atrocity Girl, or you played a few shows and then they asked you. I don't quite remember how that went down, but I do remember the transition. You were in Atrocity Girl and it was amazing. So
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, we wined and dined her.
that's great.
They took me to Red Star Taco Bar, and then I said I was kind of busy, and then I got drunk and I ate a bunch of tacos, and I was like, Atrocity Girl.
I love it. That's awesome. Girl, I'm so glad you're part of the band. I loved watching that, the band form, because you guys, have definite chemistry. You work really well together, and you've been fun to watch. Like, you guys played at Louis G's recently. Tell us a little bit about that.
Thanks to Megan and Mob Productions, and that was our first time playing together on a stage in months, and it just felt, for me, it felt magical just to be with my band sisters on stage again, playing our songs.
I bet. Yeah, we are missing that. Oh gosh, musicians are missing that right now.
I know I am.
Yeah, and it was really, really great at Louis G's to have that and to keep it going for bands.
Tony V's is also doing that too.
Oh right,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a wonderful opportunity right now for fans and venues.
Yeah, let's say for
fans
venues
and
especially.
Yeah, for fans and for fans, like all around. It's what we can do, and if that's what we can do right now in this time of social distancing, then that's what we want to do.
You
And
can't
it's nice
keep
because-
music down. Quarantine or not, we will still perform. We will figure it out.
Heck yeah.
It's nice because it's nice to be able to bring in the donations to help the bars too and the venues stay open and be able
Heck
to pay
yeah.
their bills. That's been like the most important thing, at least in my opinion. So,
I'm
you know,
really
whatever.
scared when things start to open up to find out how many venues will not be opening up due to coronavirus. Like, I'm really scared. Like, our venues are becoming more scarce as it is without the coronavirus. Like, a lot of them, like all my favorite places, like Flight. I loved that place. That's gone. That's just a dream. That was history.
Plaid Pig.
Well, they're kind of in and out.
Oh, are
So
they maybe in again?
I hear that they're done right now. I hear that they can't recover.
Oh man.
But I'm worried about like O'Malley's and you know the Anchor.
The Tim's Tavern is in my neighborhood, and I did the Tim's Transmission live with them. For
Oh, Tim's Tavern.
Yeah, and I told
I love that place. That's my band Fatal Butterfly. That's kind of our home venue. We've played there like 9,000 times. It's got the smallest stage I've ever been on. Like, and that's the big stage. Like back in the day, it was smaller, and it was my drums could only fit on there because I had this enormous kit, and everybody else was on the floor.
They wanted to pay me, and I was like, "Don't." And I was like, "You guys, whatever you made," I was like, "Keep it." I was like, because I would rather come back and play here after the virus. I was like, he was like, "No, let me pay you $25, 30. You guys keep that and pay your bills." Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's
See, and our friend Charlie Rice, he's like, "Yes, Tim's."
Thanks for tuning in, Charlie.
Thank you very much. And Charlie Rice is going to be a future guest host on the show. So,
well, I wanted to say my girlfriend Crystal, so I wanted to say hey to Crystal since she chimed in. Hey, girl.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks to all the viewers that are, in our chat room. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask our guests. We'll make sure that we get to your question. I did want to ask you ladies individually about your path as a musician. So maybe starting with Ryan Lee, how did you get started with your journey as a musician?
I started playing in high school because I told a friend I could play ukulele and I couldn't. And because I started bringing it to school on the bus, and I was like tinking around with it, playing like just James Bond theme songs and shit. And he's like, "Do you know how to play guitar?" And I'm like, "Of course." It mutated into me. My stepdad bought me a guitar, and then I started taking lessons, and then just kind of took off. I didn't play for a while, and then as soon as I graduated, I just started playing like a lot. I tried to find a band for years, but I only really started playing like live shows only like 5 years ago.
Wow, cool.
So before then, it was just me like playing acoustic at home a lot. And I would post, I'm sure if any of you are my friends on Facebook, I post like acoustic videos all the time.
Yeah.
And that's literally just what I do, like when I'm not playing live, and I just play guitar literally all the time.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I definitely, in these last 5 years, I've been really trying to like learn about the music industry and being with bands like Atrocity Girl and my other projects, Mallory and Kitty Junk, and I just really want to like grow from it.
I have a question. Is that an Ibanez 4-string in your hand right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
I used to play bass. I also have an Ibanez.
I didn't play bass before. I've only played guitar, and I wanted to learn bass for Atrocity Girl specifically. And I bought this bass for my sister 6 years ago because I wanted my sister to be in a band with me. I wanted to be in a sister band.
Aww.
I bought her I bought her this bass 6 years ago, and I asked her to learn, and she just was like, "I'm sorry, Ryan, it's not for me."
Oh.
I was like, "Okay." Well, I was like, "I'll take it back, and I'll join Atrocity Girl."
I love that. She's amazing on bass, so it's really hard to believe that. She's kind of
Oh, I hear you do some slamming Zelda covers.
Ah.
You've been called out.
Really boarding quarantine. Oh God,
I was on the fan too.
For sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
Love
That's
them.
my jam.
I know.
Love them.
Oh God.
That's oh my God.
I used to be a Zelda fan. Now I've going on to the new God of War.
Oh,
That was an amazing game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Final Fantasy is lit too, and they have some great music.
Ooh.
I know.
It does have great music, true.
God of War just has like really great like mythology. First it was Greek and now it's Norse mythology, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool.
That's awesome.
So, Ryan, what was your first guitar? You said it was acoustic. What kind was it?
Well, my very first guitar
Mm-hmm.
was actually a classical guitar that I borrowed from my dad's friend.
Cool.
Like unknown brand, I didn't know it. But my first electric that my stepdad bought me was the classic. Was a classic Squire, you know, like the cheap low end. It wasn't first act, but it was like the Fender Squire.
Yeah.
Like a Squire Bullet with a micro cube. And they nicknamed me Squire Kid at school because all these kids had like these fancy Gibsons that their dad let them borrow because they're like, oh, yeah, kid, you wanna learn guitar? I'll give you my $5,000 and you can shine on the kids at school. And I'm like, and I just walk in there with my Bullet.
Dude, that's awesome. Those are like, fuck you. F you and your
Wah, wah.
yeah. F you and your Gibson or Les Paul or whatever. I got my damn Fender Squire. I'm cool.
I always stood by that though. Like, I'm not really a gear tech. I want to be, but I'm not. I could probably pick up a 2x4 and make it rip.
That's awesome.
White's like guitar creations that he's made out of things like climb.
So I've seen some of them, yeah, literally. Yeah.
Cool. Badass.
But I appreciate the ones who are all about the gear because I know there's like really cool woods out there. There's really cool designs. It definitely has like a reason for it. I'm personally not the one to be like, I need this to be like my axe or whatever.
Next.
Yeah, Johnny, would you want to tell us a little bit about how you started out?
Well, I started playing guitar at a really young age, really young, maybe 9 or 10, I think. And my youngest uncle on my mom's side gave me my first guitar. It was like this solid body red Memphis. It was like Memphis. It was the brand of it. And I loved that guitar. I absolutely loved that guitar. I would like sleep next to it and tuck it in with me at night and sleep.
Oh,
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I would play it on my belly until I fell asleep, and I just fell in love with guitar. I think probably since before like I came out of the womb. My dad played,
Oh,
and,
that's cool.
and then I really started playing a lot in high school, my freshman year, and really started getting into guitar a lot. And then I'm from Alaska, so I got into the music scene at 16. Was jamming a lot then, and then I started really getting into the music scene in Alaska, like around, I want to say like 20.
Oh, sweet.
And yeah, I've pretty much just playing since then. I've played with a lot of female drummers. I tend to prefer to play with female drummers.
Hey, yeah.
Tried playing with men, but it never feels the same. It never meshes the same. And pretty much the rest is history. I just spent most of my life just learning and learning guitar and collecting Boss pedals. I don't know if you noticed, I'm huge into Boss. That's like all I play.
I
Oh,
have noticed.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lift up her pedal board and just show you guys. Like,
But this band, I do a lot more like power chords and stuff. Whereas like before with other bands that I played with, I would do a lot more like effects guitar with like lead effects. and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that. So, yeah, there's definitely more. Yeah, there's just more.
Just more. There's just
Heavy. Love it. Love it.
more.
Walking, man.
For sure.
Sweet. What brought you to Washington?
I was. Yeah, I mean, I was at the time I was recovering. I got sober and I didn't want to be there anymore. There was a lot I needed to let go, and I needed to start my life off quite fresh. So I traveled a little bit, and I kind of met somebody here. So then, like when I met that person here, I just kind of wound up staying, and yeah, I've just been here ever since.
Awesome.
That
Thanks
is
for
awesome.
sharing. Yeah, thanks for sharing your
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, totally. And I've been so it'll be 7 years, May 9th.
Heck yeah! Cheers.
That's cheers. I know. Cheers to that. Even cheers to your sobriety.
I did cheers my water, so I was like, cheers with my water.
Alcohol, but, you know,
I did
still,
not.
Yeah,
Sorry.
still appreciate it.
I have a little bit left.
All right, I'm gonna call Drummer's Corner.
Yes, Angie.
Hi.
Hi.
We are dying to know what kind of kit you have.
Yeah,
Well,
tell us
we
more
can
about
play.
your.
Yeah.
So this kit is Johnny's kit, the Mapex back here.
Ooh,
And-
make that.
We will can't really see.
Soon.
Yeah, I mean,
Be getting up on stage with my pork pie kit that I just got.
Yes.
It just
Ooh.
and it's this beautiful atrocity red finish with
Ooh.
black, with black hardware, and it just is beautiful. It sounds amazing, and it's low and deep, and it's
Ooh,
pretty magic. No, I'm just kidding.
Red, I've got big black. Okay.
Wow.
she let me tap it a little bit, and I was just like, whoa.
But we have, but we're going to be really excited to introduce her.
Oh hell yeah! I love pork pie. I actually grew up outside of where pork pie drums are made in California. And so Bill was super nice about it, really supportive of women's music, and especially gospel music. And then I have the soul tone cymbals.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah, I can't wait to get them on stage because they're
I
beautiful.
wanted to ask you like so many questions about Soul Tone because honestly, I am trying to get a Soul Tone endorsement myself because I'm in a couple bands and a couple of my bands will be gigging. Well, Fatal Butterfly, we're gigging, but another band of mine will soon be gigging also. One of the new punk bands I'm in. So, but I wanted to ask you about Soul Tone, like how durable are they?
I mean,
What kind of sound do they have? Are they tinny? Are they warm? Are they dark?
you can really, it depends on the series. And you can go, like Trading Musician might have a few, but then on YouTube, you can check out all the different series, like Extreme or the Gospel. Or
Do they have the sound like where you can click on like sound where you can hear it?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
No, because for me, the Extreme series, that was the only option for me. I fell in love with the tone, and they also lasered the AG logo on each cymbal for us.
oh,
Yes, I have heard that they do that.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty grateful to Soul Tone and Pork Pie. Like, they've been amazingly supportive of Atrocity for all.
You still need the laser HE in my arm.
It's true. Oh yeah, we have our Atrocity tattoos.
Yeah, we all have tattoos. Except
Oh,
for
we
Ryan.
want to see them. Can we see
Dude,
them?
that's cool.
Can you? Oh yeah.
Ah,
so
I can see-
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, now I see. Ah, awesome.
Damn it.
I love that.
That's
That's
cool.
you right there.
We're going to the tattoo parlor, so
Yeah.
As soon as they open, right? Man, I've been itching for
I
some
want
ink.
to see what people see when I play my guitar.
fuck yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, fine.
okay, don't feel
Chocolate. Like we love Reese's. Like
That was tough.
I'm going to die. Okay, sorry.
No, you're
just give me
fine.
I almost did earlier. I said after work.
Okay.
Anyway, Angie.
We're back.
It's all good. We're just hanging out, you guys.
Oh gosh. What was the question?
When did you start out drumming?
Yeah.
So I grew up with music. My mom played harp and guitar, so I actually started on guitar with this 12-string ovation.
Ooh.
Just beautiful. And then when I was about 14, 15, I really started working odd jobs to be able to afford my own electric guitar. And that was probably one of the biggest moments of my life, was being able to do that myself. And, I didn't really know a lot of people who had a lot of gear, and my parents weren't able to just buy me one, so I had to work for it. And I pretty much wanted to be Slash. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I wanted the and like
right there. I wanted to be Slash.
I used to dress up for Halloween. It worked, like it kind of worked.
Yes.
I can see it.
But I know. But I always, I was always keeping a rhythm. I was always kind of just tapping out like a song, or figuring out the drum part to a song even before I learned how to play it on guitar. And then I noticed that I was always trying to play covers on guitar, and my creativity, my originality came out through tapping things.
Oh.
So, I owe a lot to George Pendergast from Mike's Drum Shop in Santa Barbara, because he gave me my first pair of sticks. I wandered in one day and I felt super awkward. I was the only girl. I was getting a lot of weird comments from the guys in the store. And George was working there, and he was like, you want a lesson? You want to learn how to play the drums? Like, come on back. And it was incredible. And from that day on, age 15 on, had a pair of sticks.
See, that's awesome. I learned really late in my life. I think I was like 37 or 38 when I actually picked up a pair of sticks and sat behind the kit, and but my heart has always been with it. Like the full 28 years I was a bass player, like I always secretly wanted to be the drummer. My dad was a drummer. My heart has always been there, but I just never had the confidence. Like I didn't think I could do it because there's a lot to it. But lo and behold, like here I am years later, like killing it. So
awesome. I mean, congrats. I really respect that. It's been difficult. At times, I've been the only girl drumming, the only girl with bands, or the only girl taking lessons, the only girl at the drum show, and it's been hard. I've been harassed a lot of times in my life.
We are the farthest and fewest between, because female drummers are just almost unheard of. We're like unicorns in the mystical gardens somewhere hidden by leprechauns, So, we always have to prove ourselves. Every time we walk into a show, I always feel like we have to prove ourselves, because we're in a man's world, like forever, and they're always forever judging us.
Well, I wanted to shout out Drummer Girls United for, bringing us together. Well, worldwide. So we are unicorns, but we're able to connect with other drummers from all over the state, all over the nation, all over the world. And I've seen you on there, Angela. So yeah.
I have seen you there too.
So awesome.
Teaches drums too. So,
what was that?
That Angie teaches drums too. She already gave me a few lessons.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What's your company called again? Tell us a little bit about your drum institution.
It's called Atrocity Drums. And it's part of our LLC, Atrocity Girl. And I really aim to teach girls and women just how to play the drums, how to rock out.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I freaking love that so much.
How many students do you have?
How many students?
Yeah.
I had 10, and then COVID happened.
Oh. Can you
Yeah.
go online with them?
Yeah,
Do you
effing COVID.
I know. I have been. I've been getting more students online, and then next month, finally, I can start having students back.
Yes.
With like specific rules.
Oh,
So
I
I can't wait to see them. I miss them a lot.
I understand. I'm a high school teacher. I teach art, and not seeing my students has been very hard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's so awesome that you share your passion with the youth.
Yes.
Very
I'm
cool.
loving that. And actually, Maxine, there's a question from Megan to you, or Crystal. She says, well, she doesn't know if she's breaking the rules or not, which you are not. But the show that she saw you play at the band shell, was that your first show?
Oh, that was not my first show. It was out in Manning at that little bar with Amy and Kevin Berg and Blender. Was it Blender Jam? Yes, Blender Jam. That's right. So that was the first place I played. The second place was the band shell. Good job, Crystal. Way to remember that. Yeah, that was fun. I miss Dickinson sometimes. That was a cool music scene back in the day. Well, Angie, thanks for sharing about your journey. I wanted to ask Jess a little bit about, how she became a musician. Jess, tell us about, how you started playing guitar.
Well, actually, I started playing violin, and I played violin for about 8 years.
Yes.
9, and then I picked up a viola at the same time I picked up guitar.
I was a violist too. That's, yes, I was first chair for the Denver Junior Symphony when I was like 12.
Not a symphony, though. Middle school. Awesome. And then I started playing guitar. I picked up a guitar when I was about 11, and then I got my actual guitar when I was 13, and I just haven't really put it down much. And I've been playing live and in bars since I was like 14. And,
Wow.
yep, I've been in the Seattle scene since about 98.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Seattle.
Yeah, born and raised.
Me too.
Yeah. Seattle girls.
You right? I love jazz.
Yeah, and actually I started working at a guitar store when I was 16. And,
Wow.
I currently work at a guitar store. So
Oh, dream
Kinda
job. Hello.
what's that?
That's a dream job.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Sometimes
guitar
I
tech
swear
now.
I should work for Guitar Center just as their drum tech.
Mhm.
They never have one, like ever.
No.
Yeah, actually, I remember the first day I joined the Trust Leader, I walked in here with this bass for my sister. It hadn't been restrung for 6 years. So I looked at Jess and go, Jess, it's like, how do you restring a bass? And she's like, give it.
Heck yeah.
I was gonna say, oh my god, come on.
I was like, it's like guitar strings, but you just kind of like.
Different.
Just thicker.
Same, but
So
Less
you
of
all,
them.
you all can play strings. That's pretty sweet. You could do like a, I don't know, Chinese fire drill or something. Anybody else play drums and you can switch?
Yeah,
doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, do that. That's sweet.
My band Fatal Butterfly kind of does something like that, except I'm the only one that can play drums. So sometimes I drum and sing,
Mhm.
and sometimes I just drum and drum. But some of my other bandmates will one will go from guitar to keyboard, and one will go from bass to guitar, and I don't know. But yeah, we don't have a spare drummer just hanging out in the band.
Oh, we can't do that. So my husband and I are a power duo, and
Right.
I only play drums. I cannot play strings. So I tip my hat to all you ladies who can play strings.
I kind of want to see you and Max
I
freaking
know.
switch them.
I'm
I just want to see what happens.
I'm actually kind of learning the ukulele a little bit. which is funny because Ryan was all, I told people I could play ukulele. That's kind of the stage I'm in.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to start out to learn strings. And I think I could move on to bass. You know, I think as a percussionist, it would be an easier instrument to transition to. I played just a tiny, itty bit of banjo. My grandfather passed down a banjo to me, and I've been trying to play a little bit of banjo.
Banjo's hard because it has that fifth string that's just open that you play with your thumb, but everything else you just like pick. It's weird.
Wow, that weird little string.
And you tune it like a drum, as you have like you have lugs like a drum for the drum head on it, I guess.
Yeah.
But you have strings. I don't know. I'm baffled by the banjo. I'm really just in awe on anybody who can play it. I'm like, I can't do it. It just
I
baffles
want
me.
to try to make it metal. I want to make it metal.
I play banjo.
Oh my god! Throw a fret in that, or not a fret, but a pickup in that thing.
I
Very
think
good.
someone's done it.
They don't.
Really?
They do not sound good.
Like distortion banjo would be amazing.
Put delay on that one.
Yeah.
You want a delay on the banjo or on the
Yeah,
drums?
dude.
Oh man, to lay that banjo up.
Right?
Yeah, actually, my great grandfather is Doc Boggs. He's like a legendary banjo player.
What?
Yeah.
See, I'm just in awe of that. I'm just like,
Sometime soon.
Ah,
Yes.
I respect that. I totally respect that. So my grandfather never played banjo. He bought it to learn. He played accordion. So I started to
Mine
try to
too.
learn a little bit of accordion too, because he passed down his accordion to me as well. So eventually I'll play that too. Have you guys
I'm gonna have to figure out my grandfather's accordion is. That would be fucking cool. Effing cool to.
That type's accordion on the list.
I love that guy.
Yeah. Oh,
I
man.
think I'm gonna learn trumpet. Yeah. I can trumpet.
So Jess, I was going to continue asking you a little bit about your journey. So you said you started out playing, young in the Seattle music scene. Can you share a little story about that? Tell us a little bit about the scene when you started out.
Well, I played in a band called Liquor Box, and
Nice.
What's that?
Okay.
yeah, and so we played a lot, and we opened up for Faster Pussycat and Quiet Riot and Rat, and
Ooh.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was unfortunate when the band split up, but we all had our own little things to go on. So yeah, we're all still friends though.
What venues did you guys play?
We played at the Sit and Spin, the Hurricane Cafe.
I remember it's been.
The Sit and Spin was so fun. A place called Slick Rick's and the Showboat, and all these places don't even exist anymore. The Broadway,
No, I remember the Showboat too.
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago.
Cool places.
Point. Yeah. Lots of great places that I've played. Lots of great venues that I've been to, and none of them exist anymore. It's like unfortunate, but it's the way it goes.
Well, some of these ones here are not out of this virus the way they should. So.
Oh, I know, right?
We're like literally getting pushed out of live industry and going virtual only lately.
Yeah.
Not only lately, but I feel like it's just gonna have to continue on until like America recovers from this. It's gonna take a while. Like, this really killed us.
Yeah.
Speaking of venues, where has Atrocity Girl played?
So yeah, we're like looking at the wall. Yeah. Okay.
Substation. The substation, Funhouse. Tuckies. We did Louis G's.
Nice.
Skylark, the Vera Project. And
and O'Malley.
O'Malley's.
O'Malley's. I love O'Malley's.
I love O'Malley's. Love them.
That was a good show.
I've done multiple times. It's always a blast.
Yeah, shout out to Bonnie.
O'Malley's is always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my
You ladies should definitely if it survives, definitely check out the 56th Street Liquor Saloon. Another female drummer, Allie Hannah from Digging for Change. She's actually she runs down there at the 56th Street Saloon.
Hey, you guys were on her show, right? On La Dog?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So she does sound at the 56th Street,
Mhm.
and it's small, but it's awesome. It's actually really awesome.
We all did a female drummer showcase there. It'd be really cool to do that again with you guys.
Yes.
Hey, Allie, hit us up, Allie.
What's up, Allie?
When all this is over, you know, like.
I'm gonna put a shot. Hey, Allie. Hannah.
So you guys have played a little bit online. That's been cool to see because it's challenging. It's challenging to play online because of the compression on different platforms, and it really depends on the equipment that you have too.
Yeah, definitely. That's been hard, but we're just trying different things, and especially with Luigi's, that was amazing.
That was amazing. The sound was spectacular, and it felt like a real show. It was like, yeah.
But we're going to play, here. We tried to play here with a computer and, Ryan's phone, and we just want to play. So,
Yeah, I hear you.
yes.
Yeah.
We just, we miss people.
It's never the same live, but I definitely think my personal opinion is that Instagram live is in our probably best platform.
Yeah, that
I
has
don't know.
great sound
For some reason.
So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but
Even then, it's been a struggle just for sound, and it's even not the same as playing live.
No, it's not the same feel either. You can't feel the audience.
right.
You know, that's
That's
hard.
what I've been saying this whole time. It's hard to read a room when you can't see them.
I know.
You know, we have viewers. We
Mhm.
can't see them. I guess we can see like their posts or whatever. Like Charlie says, yeah, substation, hard face. So we know they're out there, but when you can't see them, it's hard to perform that way. Like,
That adrenaline rush is almost gone. It's still there because, you're still playing, you're still getting that music out.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I wonder
grow
if this
up.
is how Hollywood actors feel every time they do a film.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Like, they're acting for an audience, an invisible audience that isn't there, but potentially there.
Right? I feel like even if there wasn't an audience, we still play for ourselves, and we really just look at the stage as just another opportunity to turn it up louder.
Totally.
It's nice to take a break from our little cave here and be able to have that. But yeah, it's fun regardless. If they're just having a crowd there is great. Even if there wasn't, if there was just a camera, we know that they're there, but we were still just having so much fun. That's just being on the stage alone.
Yes.
Yeah. You could tell, you could see that in the, the live broadcast in the film. You could see that you guys were just oozing passion and having a blast.
Yep, exactly.
And I think it feels really good after all of this, like weeks, months of quarantine, to be able to step on a stage and feel those lights, and just feel the whole atmosphere. That there's nothing like.
I feel like sunshine on our faces.
Yeah.
It's going to be so long before we get back to that. I don't know how I'm going to handle it when I walk into a bar and I'm going to be like, what are you guys doing here?
I know.
Right. Am I dreaming?
All right. Oh my gosh, people.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out in that scene because I do believe we would have eventually played a show together, because I just started out playing over in the city 2 years ago, and I've met really cool bands like Hands of Deliverance and Debbie Blackout, Fatal Butterfly. I've played with some pretty cool bands over there, and really great lineup with a tour that I did, like a mini tour last year with Hard Circus and Deadbeat Blackout and The Warning.
Down in Portland with Debbie Blackout, and that got canceled.
Oh, I know. That was going to be such a killer show.
Where was that? Was it the East End Bar and Grill?
Yeah, East Side Bar and Grill down in Portland. Yeah, best.
The East End. I love the East End. Here, have you guys ever been there before?
I haven't.
I have. We played there once.
So you know, like
No.
downstairs, like the ceiling is super short. Like you can't even play a full stack on stage. There's no monitors because you don't need them.
Wild.
Like, but I love that place. You know, it's almost like a must play in Portland. I feel like.
Are they rescheduling that for you guys? Or is it just like canceled?
I think it's just gonna be like she's gonna try and piece it back together the way she can, if she can.
Whenever kind of thing,
Awesome.
yeah.
Because yeah, that was a
Or
killer lineup. Killer lineup for that show.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah. And hopefully
Yeah,
we'll
who
play,
knows when all this will be.
hopefully. Tentatively high dive in
Yeah.
July, but that's already been moved 3
Oh.
times. We're just all trying to feel it out.
Yeah, it will happen when it happens. You know, that's kind of how we're all, you know, we're in this limbo because venues still want to have us, fans still want to see us. So eventually when we do get out there in person, it's going to be awesome. You know?
People are actually going to come to our shows. They're not just going to say it. They're actually going to show up, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
You sure you're going?
I know.
Like, I miss not only going to my own shows, but like going to support my friends. I really miss that so much.
What are your future goals as a band? So regardless of this COVID-19 stuff, you guys recording?
Yeah, we are actually. We're going to be recording with our friend Sean Patrick. From
I know Sean, yes.
Hi, John. We know you're listening.
Yeah,
Atrocity Records, yes.
yeah. We just took a tour of his studio just recently, and just really we were just breathtaking. Yeah,
blown away.
He swept us our feet, and he also seduced us as well.
Yeah,
He
so
Oh, he's good at that. We are good friends with Sean, so
salami, yeah, you name it.
we know his seductive ways and his like, oh, I'm going to buy this 9,000 piece freaking drum kit with every drum you could ever want to drool over and every cymbal you could possibly ever want to drool over.
Yeah, he's put a lot of hard work
He really has.
Yeah.
into that studio.
Shout out to Autopsy Records and
Yeah,
studio.
yeah.
I wish
And-
the best for him. He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
as
are
far
you
as-
guys able to start doing some recording with some social distancing regulations? Perhaps?
Well, that's been interesting for us as a band. Like the first month, social distancing, I feel like was awful on us. Like we just couldn't, and we basically had to decide to quarantine together pretty much. Like
Yeah, that makes
so,
sense.
on that.
Yeah.
And then with Sean, he's going to be the only one there
Oh,
for
okay.
a period of time, and then
Aw.
there'll be 4 of us. So.
Sean said he loves us all. We love you too, Sean.
Woo!
Yay! I saw that you guys had gone to his studio. I thought that
Yeah.
was pretty cool. So I had to ask because I'm sure it's freaking amazing.
Plus, we definitely want to know, like, what can we do to help you ladies, like, with this adventure? Is there a Patreon that people can donate to? Can our fans help you in this endeavor?
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell us about how they
And
can.
where can we find that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's patreon.com/atrocitygirl. And there are different tiers. I mean, for $1 a month or a one-time donation, you can be part of this journey and part of helping us record and make music as a band. And there's a lot of gifties that we send for each donation and each patron, swag, behind the scenes, footage available to patrons. So that would be great.
Very cool.
I It's patreon.com/atrocity girl.
Yep.
Because I tried to put it up, and this is what I came up with.
You were typing too fast. You were like,
Yeah.
Then I had to put the patreon.com atrocity girl. So,
perfection.
and apparently
Awesome.
our Facebook is having a problem because it's stupid. I don't know.
Well, and where can our fans and your fans find you online? Any of your music, streaming?
Yeah, we stream right now we don't have anything recorded, but you can always find us at our website. So we're at Atrocity Girl, www.atrocitygirl.com. You can find us on Instagram. You can probably find us on TikTok by now.
We are.
We are on TikTok. And also you can find us on YouTube as well at Atrocity Girl.
Yeah. Oh, Instagram is atrocity girl underscore
Okay.
band.
Okay, hold on.
She's typing away.
Like we got the big
know that IG means Instagram. I just found this out. So, atrocity girl underscore what?
Band.
Band. Okay. So we have
Check him out.
www.atrocitygirl.com, and we also have for Instagram atrocitygirl underscore band.
So make sure to give them a follow, you guys. They are sensational.
And to donate, you can go to patreon.com/atrocitygirl. I almost said .com.
We really appreciate support, and we always like to support back. We support all local musicians, and when we can, we like to try to buy other bands' merch, do whatever we can during these social distancing guidelines. So I feel like that's really important too.
Heck yeah, we feel the same way. We like to help each other out. We like to, encourage guests like yourselves to promote yourselves and keep promoting. Let us know when, you're going to be dropping EPs or albums, or if you're going to be dropping a single, or you just want to check in and let us know how you're doing. Don't forget to let us know so we can continue to support you and promote you.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your genre. What do you guys consider your band's genre?
Yeah, I think we've been kind of trying to still figure that out, but I guess if we were just to generalize it, I feel like we're just a really heavy hard rock.
Yeah, and I love it. Yes.
I love that.
Rock and roll.
We've been classified as anything from punk to metal to grunge.
Yeah.
But
I know that how that feels like my band Fatal Butterfly. We're multiple genres. We don't really fit in any single one of them, but then again, we fit into several of them.
yeah, same.
So
Yeah, I think that's a
look
lot
at
of
that.
More bands we could play with. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
right.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel about it. I'm like, whatever. I'm just broadening my spectrum.
We're kind of rock and roll chameleons too. Like we're a little bit punk, but more metal, and we're definitely grunge. So like we match well with like metal, grunge, punk. It does.
You guys can play with anybody in the Seattle scene, pretty
It
much.
opens up. Yeah, to be able to play in the rock scene, definitely in Seattle and Tacoma area.
Like really unique musical backgrounds, like very, very different.
I think that's what the beauty is of it, though, because you each have a different musical background. You guys have something different to each bring to the plate and mesh together. I think that's beautiful, actually.
Like,
Well, better place. Like Pacific Northwest is great for rock and roll. I freaking love being part of this scene here. You guys are awesome. I'm originally from North Dakota, so like I came about 12 years ago, and I just kind of played locally around here. And then, like I said, I got to debut my band a couple years ago. I actually debuted at the Funhouse. So I heard you guys say you played the Funhouse too. So
I'm not a fan of the Fun House, but I have my personal reasons on that.
then I played Club Sir and mostly in Tacoma, like O'Malley's, the Valley. First place we played was Plaid Pig. 56 Liquor Store. There's somewhere else too. I can't remember right now.
Valleys.
Yeah,
My
yes.
first scene was when I got back in the scene. My older band was Tim's
Brown Bear.
My first show I
Okay.
played here in Seattle was opening up for Puddle of Mud. And my
I remember
My
that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was that the Elcor Zone?
I think
Yeah.
you just cut out. I don't know if that might have been my computer.
Uh-oh.
Hang on a second.
You broke the internet telling us you opened for Puddle of Mud.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, they'll be back.
they will be back. And we will have them back.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot them a message real quick. Like,
Studio come back in.
yeah, I'm just going to tell them to just come back in.
That's so cool that Johnny's band opened for Puddle of Mud. That's crazy. They're a good band. I wanted to thank everybody again for joining us. I wanted to give a huge shout out to our girlfriend Masako. We wanted to send you love, send you prayers, because we know that you are having,
A major surgery today. And update. I just got an update. She is in recovery. She's doing well. Our good friend Adam he's actually tuning into the show right now. Thank you, Adam.
Oh, hi guys.
Love you. Thank you for being mobile on this. And much love to you and Masako. I know there's going to be a tough recovery road ahead, but girl, you got this.
And we're here for you.
Much love, big time. And I wanted to, while we're waiting for Atrocity to come back on, I wanted to give a big shout out to those guys
Oh, yes.
who, let me bring this up.
I see Jess says we're coming. Yeah, huge shout out to those guys.
Yes. And they actually have a new release called Despondent
Check it out.
on YouTube. You definitely got to check it out.
It is
And
so good.
also, the bass player and another member of the band is also starting a multimedia creator website, and it's called Vision Moon. So definitely go to visionmoonmultimediacreators.com and check them out for all your media needs, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But
Well, he does advertising, so
yes, for musicians hang out. So
in fact, he made our commercials for our Corona concert series. So a huge shout out
here
to
we
Justin.
are. Welcome back.
Sorry
You're
about that, guys.
Oh, it happens. It wouldn't be a musicians hangout show unless there were like some weird technical difficulties. Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna be back, but seriously, Johnny, you broke the internet when you told everybody you opened for Puddle of Mud.
yeah. So
That was my
let's
first.
run it
That
back
was
a
my,
little bit.
that was my first show in Seattle, and my second show was. So I'm a huge Stabbing Westward fan, and they had a 10-year reunion show, and I opened up for that one too, and that was amazing.
That is
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
And then back in 2010, I was with a band at the time, female drummer, and then we did the 2010 Battle to Warp Tour. It was really cool.
Oh,
It was like that year in Anchorage in the greater area in Alaska. It was like almost every band had a woman fronted, like it was a woman fronted band, or they had multiple women in the band. And then that
all for that, obviously.
Yeah. like that same year, I had an all girl band also called Fortis Era. It meant strong women, I think, in Latin or something like that.
all that.
And,
I love that.
and then we opened up for Eve Six and Lit, and I actually have an SG that's signed by them. It hangs here.
Woo, show it.
That's what's up.
Tell, bring it
Yeah.
over.
I wish you ladies like played X Fest last year at Louis G's. That would have been
You
so
wanna-
awesome.
You guys want a tour of the cave real quick?
Yes, show
Yes.
us across the whole cave. Yes, yes.
Or not?
The woman
Just
cave.
go with it.
Screw all
Yeah,
you men in the man
Hey,
cave.
Angie with her drum.
So yeah, you could see the drums. There's the Mapex kit right there.
I'm really like
I'm
that.
sorry, the little things are in front of it. And that's our little atrocity hooer.
Oh,
Oh my god, I love her.
that's great.
Yeah, that's the real atrocity girl. And then this is Jess's wall. She's got her own setup right there, all her guitar hangers. And I'm using her Mesa Boogie amp right now.
Ooh, I
To, like,
love
put the,
this
like-
boogie.
Sorry, I can't get it in the shot. Like, I
No.
can't.
I
Oh,
understand.
wait.
Okay.
The Mesa Boogie.
Nice.
Ooh, I love
And
Mesa
then-
Boogie.
I'm tripping on White Claw here, ladies.
This is what happens.
Tripping on White Claw.
God. Oh my god.
I usually have my 7-string Schecter that hangs right there.
Ooh.
But I have it I have it somewhere else right now.
Okay.
And then that black SG right there, that's the one that's signed.
Ooh, that's what's up.
Try to move it closer,
Nice.
but
Nice.
I got it on a charger right now. That's
Ah.
kind of it.
I love
really.
this
It's
jam
so
spot.
hot,
Yeah.
but-
Good aura, man. I love it.
Oh, shout out to Trailer Trash Tammy. We love you.
Ooh, Trailer Trash Tammy. I don't know who that is, but she sounds awesome.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the
You
best.
can love her already.
Anyways, I'm gonna set you back down.
So I have to ask,
Sure.
what kind of drum pedals do you use? Do you use a single kick, a double kick? And if so, what kind of double kick? Are you using like Pearl Demon drives or what's going on there?
I've got the DW5000.
Ooh.
The accelerator. Yeah, the accelerator double. I also use that series of single, and then I kind of on my own time. I use the double a lot, and I use the single on a lot of the songs now. But I'm starting to incorporate more on the newer songs that are coming up for Atrocity.
Wow.
So if you go to any of our like sites or anything, you can see a bunch of songs, live shows, and do recordings and videos. But on there, what we don't have are the new songs that are going to be on the album. So next month when we start recording, it's going to be some double pedal action.
Yes.
Ooh.
See, I'm a diehard, and instead of using the cheater double kick pedals, I haul around like an extra kick drum. Like I have 2 kick drums that I haul around. Because I set them different tones, so you get like a different dynamic from each one. And I really feel like it's just part of my sound, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I pay my penance for it by lugging that shit all around, and that's less space for everything else that can go on.
Right.
But
I love sound too, but I love a single kick with a lot of
too.
hi-hat action. You'll see me on the hi-hat for a lot of songs, like just doing some kind of fill on the hi-hat.
see, and I love that, and I'm starting to get more into like the hi-hat action. As some of the guys that I've been jamming with have kind of not really pushed me there, but it just seemed appropriate for what they were doing.
The feel of the.
You know what I mean? It's just a feel for it.
Yeah.
Because I like to jam with a lot of different people.
Right?
So
Yeah, so it just depends, and I love just working the toms.
I've been rolling my toms left and right lately, like, and really getting into more of the double, like you said, the more of the double kick action. Like, yeah.
That's
It's
fun.
fun. It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's fun as hell.
You can go into a meditative state doing that though. It feels really good.
Drums are my meditation. They have been.
They are, yes. They
My
feel
space
good.
where through the movement, for me personally, that's where I find a stillness.
Yes.
where
I get it. I get it.
So
Yeah.
really relate.
It's beautiful. You said something about tour. You guys got a tour plan for next summer?
Megan is actually going to help us schedule a tour for the fall for when the
What?
drops. So
Where
So
are
we
you
know
going?
when this corona's over.
Yes.
for what? Sorry.
What was that again?
Where
So
are
we
you
know
going?
that the corona is over.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it really depends, but we're also working on a few things. If there's still the social distancing requirements, then we're working on a few different ideas for live streaming at different venues in different states. So
Ooh. Maybe like West Coast tour type.
mostly West Coast, but
Yeah.
who knows?
Nice. Oh my gosh, that
love
would be
it.
so fun. Yeah, keep us updated on that because we'll promote that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, who's Megan?
Megan Berry, Mob Productions. She's our manager.
She's
Oh.
a woman.
Yeah.
She's been on here.
Shout out to Megan. Yeah, I think
I've
I
been
saw
talking to
her.
her. Thank you, Megan.
She's the one that won't helps tame the beast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Yeah, for sure.
She says that she loves you guys.
Love you, Megan. We'll be good with our White Claws and.
We promise.
No, I don't know. Find out.
And she loves our show.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait, that's Sierra, not Megan.
Thank you,
But
Sierra.
thank you, Sarah. We love you too.
Well, remember, chat room, if you have any questions for our guests, go ahead and ask us, and we'll make sure that we get your question in.
Yes.
All right, story time. Tell us a story.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Tell us what, the most exciting thing that has happened for your band, or, maybe craziest thing that's happened at a show. What's a good story from a Crossing Girls show, jam?
You guys open the ball and you pick. I don't know.
So many.
There's so many. It's like, oh,
Oh,
God.
good. We've got time. We have time to hear these many stories.
Well, I
We
wondered
do.
what can we tell?
I know. Yeah. What? Yeah, exactly.
Wow, you guys play some intense places.
We have so many stories. You don't even know where to begin. Where do we begin?
Stuff has been happening.
I don't. We spend a lot of time together, and every
Yeah.
time we do, it's like weird stuff happens, and we laugh a lot, and then
That's
we
great.
confuse ourselves.
Yep. Like things happen. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Dude, we get it. Like, we're in rock bands too, and we've had guests share anything from naked drunk people in the restroom to a gun getting pulled on somebody while they were loading or unloading. I don't remember. We've had some crazy stories. Guests
Yeah, we have some stories that involve like horse heads on girls' heads in Portland.
That's
I
right.
mean,
Wow.
Portland
Oh my
gets
God.
weird.
Portland can be
Yeah.
weird.
It's just
I have
all
pictures.
inappropriate
Yeah.
between each other.
Oh,
Oh, that's even better. That's even better.
Wait a second. Hang
Oh,
on.
there's the popcorn.
yeah.
Gonna get juicy.
I think the start of that is that Angie
Okay.
got us hooked on salami.
Okay,
Oh
that's a
my
story.
God.
That's a story we can tell.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Tell us that.
the first
I want
live
to hear
stream.
about the salami.
Yes, tell us.
I don't know. Angie just got us. She started bringing salami to practice.
I was like, a lot of sticks of salami have been consumed by
Yes.
that girl.
To the fact where there's like doctor.
Dude, she turned me into a connoisseur. Like, I was legitimately looking this stuff up and learning about like types of salamis and how they're made, and like knowing what kind of salami to pick, and if the
And
mold,
how to eat it.
yeah, and how to eat it, and if the mold bloom is perfect, and
The
like,
proper knife.
oh
Proper
God,
knives. We bought specialty knives.
Here's
for
the thing.
salami.
I feel like the harder the salami that is, the better it tastes. I swear to God. Like it's like a rock, and it's just like this is the most delicious thing I've ever had. And you're just like,
I want to see a part of that is true, but in fact, if it's too hard, it means that it's probably oxidized. So it's probably not. It's probably not too good. You want it to be just a fair bit firm, and like just have a little bit of give to it.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows.
I'm not trying to break a tooth, but like I definitely am gonna like jerky style that. It's like,
She was like texting us tonight, being like, "You guys, check out my bread on salami." I was like,
I spent like $70 on salami one day, dude. Like, and it happens like every day. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
The
$40
peppers,
a
though.
piece.
the peppered.
ooh.
But my doctor told me I can't eat it anymore because I have really high blood pressure now from all the
Oh.
God.
Too much salami gave you high blood pressure. That's awesome.
"That peppered salami was lit."
Yeah. So it's really sad. That's our go-to.
Sad.
But the thing
Oh
about
my
it
God,
though
that's
is,
like as bad as somebody saying like you can no longer eat cheese because you are lactose intolerant.
That's me. So yeah.
Oh, I cry for you every time I eat cheese.
Yeah. I tried for myself years ago. I've got it. I can eat goat.
I
I
Well, you
just
said
feel
you
how
did.
things change.
They're just talking salami now. It's gonna.
Yeah, that's funny because Maxine are talking about cheese. You guys are talking about salami. We're just like, well, what kind of we can have goat cheese with salami.
the cheese train though, they got go to the cheese table at the store. They got some good smoked Gouda, some nice brie.
But we need goat cheese. Maxine can't have cheese. She needs like goat cheese.
Right. I can't have cow dairy, but I can have goat.
Vegan cheese.
We'll get goat cheese too, girl. We got you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like we're having a
You
smorgasbord
guys
of
have,
salami and goat cheeses with Atrocity Girl. I'm in.
You guys should write a song about
Goat
Eat a
cheese
lot.
and salami.
So much.
I would say we have more pictures of us eating than we do of our shows.
That's awesome, kinda.
That's funny.
Sorry though.
Duck
Duck
Tacos.
Duck talk.
We also had a Christmas together. It was our first Christmas together as a band, and I made us a roasted duck with roasted potatoes and asparagus. And then we made duck tacos like a few months later.
Ooh.
We make it fancy.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Girl, we gotta go and feast with these. We gotta come feast with you, ladies.
Yes.
I got my hands cook too. Like,
Yeah.
Do you guys have a song about salami or at least about food? Because you should.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
or duck
I'm ready
tacos.
a piece of the pie.
I'm requesting this.
I'm
love
requesting
too.
duck tacos. Write a song about duck tacos.
I'm gonna say something. Actually, there's been multiple times where Angie has gotten something and she said she would share it with us.
Okay.
And it doesn't make it to the space.
I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty of that too.
It doesn't need to be said.
I wanted to try the salsa.
Ooh, I'm a huge salsa queen.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Oh, my friend from Guatemala brought this homemade salsa in this like pitcher for me.
Ooh.
It was the best salsa I've ever had, and I really wanted to share it with the girls.
But
and
she didn't. It was so great. It tasted so good.
Drink it out of martini glass. That's it.
Because she ran out of
Like
chips.
pouring glasses of salsa. Take a shot. Take a shot of salsa.
It was so good. Anyway. Anywho,
I think she.
Do you guys
All right.
have any other stories from maybe a gig or something?
Like nothing like weird or crazy.
8 shows so far.
Yeah, we've only played like 8 shows, but every show it was just fun and we met a lot of great people. But like really, the crazy stuff happens behind the scenes,
It
bro. Like,
really
yeah.
does.
When they're eating salsa and duck tacos. That's where the interesting shit happens.
We have dance parties, but on stage and with people, we try to keep it profesh.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight up.
you know.
My band is really guilty of a lot of like band field trips. Like we will go and like see shows together and like do a bunch of shit together. So yeah, no, my band is totally guilty of doing like non-band stuff together.
Just
No.
on me.
Yeah.
And
It's nice
you're
to be
right.
able
That
to-
is when like all the really weird shit happens.
Just depends, I guess.
Johnny, you start this. She started this all. Okay, what happened?
Okay. So I picked up like one of those grams of an RSO cartridge
Oh God.
because I wanted to make a batch of brownies and feed them to the girls, right? And we were just gonna have. Okay, so I made the batch of brownies. I pre-wrapped them and got to the place, and I didn't really know at the time that she had never had edibles before, and then like
Or really marijuana at all.
yeah. And then Ryan either, and then Jess just wasn't using it like at the time very much. So I fed them brownies, and as we're playing through our set, we're about halfway through our set, and Angie stops like dead song with her sticks up, and she had this look on her face that I knew, and she was like, "You guys, my sticks feel like noodles, like they feel like rubber," and I was like, "Oh no, what have I done?" Bro, it just
got worse. It got worse.
because then she started like kind of freaking out.
Well, me too. And I was like, are we? I was like, no, I can handle it. I can still play it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Ryan
God.
starts freaking out too, and she's trying to tell me it's okay. And I'm starting to freak out because Jess is giving me the death glare. Like she started to get mad at me. I was like, oh God. And it got to the point where Angela had to call her husband, and then just out of nowhere she just picked up her crap and like left.
No, I got an Uber.
No.
I called an Uber.
I told Angie, I'm like, Angie, I was like, you can't drive. And she's like, I'm calling an Uber. And I'm like, I'm going to go with you. And I got an Uber with her.
Oh no.
The Uber ride home was insane. And we tried to get home, and Angie kept insisting that the Uber was going the wrong way. I was like, Angie, we're going the right way. There's the UW building. We're going to I-5. And she's like, oh my God, Ryan. She tried to open the door and get out.
So I'm like trying to get out of the moving Uber, and I'm like, I keep like unlocking it, and the Uber driver's like, just keep the door locked, ma'am.
And the Uber driver's like, you guys are fine. And we're like, oh my God.
And then, like, we get back. Ryan crashed at my house that night, and for the whole night, I was convinced that I was in this time loop. That like time was just repeating itself.
I was downstairs on like I laid on her couch for a second, but then I got up and I was pacing back and forth for like
He's
an
just
hour.
pacing and screaming downstairs at my house. Meanwhile, I'm like in contact with her husband, and I'm like, how are they doing? And I was just kind of like poking him for like 6 hours. Like, what are you doing to me? This isn't real time. I need to go out the window. And like, it was just madness.
Dude, okay, so I didn't really realize it at the time, but when I think about the dude, and I'm a huge butthead, can't deny it, right? So I smoke more than they do. But bros, I like triple dose my bandmates. And I felt so awful that I cried the next day because I was like, I thought they were laughing. Like,
he had to stop me from jumping out the window. I was like out the window, like convinced I could fly.
oh God.
And, like,
Her husband, he's like, you good, Ryan? I'm like, I think so.
and then he's like, go downstairs.
He's like
and
double
pick up
duty because I'm
Ryan.
crashed on her couch downstairs. I'm like, oh God.
So Jess sat with me in the room. I felt bad, man, because I felt like she had to sit with me in that anger, and there was some disappointment I felt in the stare.
I know, and I left because Angie left, and I was like, you're not going alone, honey. I'm going with you.
Oh God, it was intense. And then we had band practice, so you know.
I never had band practice, so that was awesome.
That was a good story. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
God.
I got tears
Like I
coming out of my eyes. I was laughing so hard. It was hilarious. Man,
So I think we forgot to mention where you guys are at. We've talked a little bit about the scene you've played, but where is your jam cave, your band cave there?
It's at the Rock Rooms here in Fremont. It's right next to Substation. It's just on the other side of the street.
Nice.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a really cool little space. I love it.
It is.
It's nice. We painted the walls, like the walls painted, filled in all the holes from the band that was here before.
I
And
got all red.
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, they just left holes from like pictures or from like punching.
Posters and hanging stuff up, and like the,
Okay.
you know, like bands come through here, it can get kind of messy. So yeah, I painted.
That was
everything
actually the
white.
first day you guys brought me here, and you asked me if I wanted to help paint.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
true.
we paint
Yeah.
everywhere.
Hey, welcome to the band. Come help paint the space.
Now we're getting a
I can paint on my part. No, I'm here to play bass.
We got paint all over the carpet, but luckily we had White Claw because it gets it out.
Seltzer.
Seltzer, man.
Boom.
Play it.
I know that. That's awesome.
If you spill
I
paint,
even have like
the white claw.
That's the only time I'll ever have a White Claw is if I'm like, cleaning up paint, okay? Oh, God.
I don't drink all right.
Band,
where's the problem? Am I laughing?
what bands influenced you guys?
Yes.
I mean, we can go from like each side of the room and explain, but because we all have different
Yes,
influences.
please do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You go for it.
Stop. Shush. Don't tell them already. Hi, I'm Ryan.
We
Yeah,
know
I
you're
definitely come from a super punk based. But that's one of the reasons I joined this band because I've been playing punk for so long. Green Day, I feel like anyone knows, is my like all-time favorite band.
Really?
Ooh.
I used to play bass for a Green Day tribute band called Kaplunk.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. So anything like that, like Jimmy Eat World, like Sum 41, Blink 182,
Ooh.
all like, you know, the good late 90s, early 2000s punk.
Yeah.
It's all me. So
Sweet.
I definitely, I listened to, I grew up listening to a lot of trip hop and new metal and industrial rock. So I grew up listening to a lot of Pigface, Nine Inch Nails, Meg Lee Chin. And my favorite all-time artist of all time, bar none, baby, is Massive Attack. So I was like,
I love
hugely
Massive
influenced- hugely influenced by Pussifer and anything that Maynard
Ooh.
James.
I do a Pussifer song. I actually do the mission. I drum and sing that song.
Mhm.
Oh yes, that's sick.
that's what comes through the most and influences the shots, Chevelle and Steve.
Yeah, I'm definitely a huge Chevelle and
Comes out
Seeger
of
fan,
the
so I love
Yeah.
working for it.
Cool.
You, like
And they?
hugely influenced by Nine Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson. Like,
Spider. Shout out to Spider. He loves Nine Inch Nails.
Yes. Nine Inch Nails.
yes, but I'm seriously influenced by drummers like John Bonham and Ginger Baker and Mitch Mitchell. I mean, the chops of those guys had a serious influence on how I play and just, yeah, definitely those two sides of me.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I would say like musically, like band wise, I'm like super influenced by like Mastodon and Primus and Tool.
Ooh.
Yes.
Those are some
Did you
good.
go to that show last year at Marymore with Mastodon and Primus? I was
Yes.
there too. That
So
was a
good.
kick-ass show.
Sweet.
What was it?
It was Primus Mastodon.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
At Marymore, and it was like raining a little
Yeah,
bit.
it felt so good.
Yeah.
It was the best show that I've ever been. And like Les Claypool came out in his like his gold goat horns and purple hat, and I was just like, I could die now. And then the Mastodon drummer came out and started playing on the Primus drummer's kit while the Primus drummer was playing. I was like, I could die right now and just be like super happy.
Oh,
Yes.
Primus. Tim Alexander as a drummer. Boom. I want to go.
The
Stockton
first
and
time I
Elton.
ever saw Primus, it was disappointing. Like, he played an album I've never heard before, songs I've never heard before, and the energy just wasn't there. It wasn't the regular Primus energy. But like a couple years later, it was like, but maybe it was just because it was just Primus by themselves at Marymore Park. But I don't know. The second time I saw Primus was definitely Primus.
Yeah.
Les Claypool, we know and love.
Mhm.
with his
Yeah.
back.
Angie and I got together to get some to get tighter, and I asked her, I was like, "What should I learn?" She goes, "Primus."
I'm like, yeah. What have you learned so far?
Yeah, let me just learn some Primus. Sure, okay. On
Yeah.
I
bass.
can play C's of Cheese on bass, but that's it.
You know, like Paul Barker, right? Paul Barker from Ministry,
Yes.
right? Is that? And he also plays with Pussifer.
Yes.
I think that's their drummer, Paul Barker.
Whoa.
Yes.
Huh.
Amazing.
Anyway.
I said fudge stick.
Guess you
I said fudge stock.
Guys,
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, you guys act like this is new.
Oh no, no we don't. So we're pretty immune to it.
Yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually, this is me on my bestest
Oh,
behavior.
you do you, boo.
Yeah.
We'll do.
It's hard when you're hanging out. Like that's what we want the whole like atmosphere to feel like. That's why we get so like comfortable, and that's why we warned you before we even went live. Sometimes we slip too, so don't feel bad at all, because we get it, because it feels like we've just played a show together and we're just talking shop with other musicians, because that's what we are used to doing. Like that's why we started this. We want to just feel like we get to hang out and get to know our scene, and then from there we've connected with people even worldwide, so it's been pretty sweet. And I'm so excited to have you guys on the show. I was really looking forward to you guys, especially because I love your music and I love the whole unity of your band. And
Oh, me too.
I was going to ask you guys about the songs that you have written. Can you talk a little bit about those? Like, how many do you have?
I think right now we kind of have like 10 on the board.
Yeah.
Cool.
The ones that we play on stage, we play a song called F Yourself. And that's really just kind of I felt like it was just a relatable song. It really is just about toxic people in your life that telling you that you can't do something that you can. And, just basically kind of just telling people that, hey, I'm not going to listen to what you say.
Yeah.
Take your lies. I
Yeah,
don't
F
care about
yourself.
That's awesome. Good message. That's
I freaking
awesome.
love that song already.
Yeah.
You
read a song?
like that? I lost it. I was like, this is an awesome song.
Heroin is kind of on the same line as that, but it was more like, because like I said, I got sober 7 years ago, and so some of my songs are revolved around are what it felt like to have been in that period, and then other songs that we have that kind of is like the post period of that, sort of overcoming obstacles and being able to get past those things, to pick up all the pieces of your life that fell apart.
Wow.
You know what? I think that's awesome. And I think that's going to be really inspirational to a lot of people. Not just people in general, but maybe young women, who have lost everything and they just need like some sort of inspiration.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Well, and unfortunately, with COVID-19 shelter in place, there's been more use.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
usage, overdose has skyrocketed. So, having songs out there to advocate for sobriety and to find that path is beautiful.
That commemorate people. We have one in the works that we're going to be working on. We're trying to get gaslighter for obvious reasons. And
sweet.
Just to kind of shed a lot of the past pain, I think, is what a lot of this first album is going to really represent. It's about what it feels like to have been in that turmoil, and then getting yourself and overcoming all of those things, And
tell them about Peel, because I love that song.
Oh,
so
mad
much.
respect for that. I love that. Mad respect.
So Peel is actually, that's an old song. I actually wrote that on acoustic guitar.
Ooh.
And it was actually, I had to be at a show. I was doing a show, and it was my first solo kind of like show, but it was like an acoustic ladies night, right? And I didn't have enough songs. I was like one song short from my set. So as I'm kind of getting ready and shuffling all my stuff, I put that loop. I had like my loop pedal, and so I just looped it over and over again. And as I'm walking through my house, getting everything ready, I'm starting to hum to it, and then I start putting words to it, and then I completed a song just an hour before I had to do my show. So, but it was nice because at that time is when it was the first time that I had got sober before I had relapsed. And so I was writing a lot about that. It was about, peeling back all the pieces and picking everything back up. And it was just how powerful and I had felt at the time. All my emotions were just all over the place. And so I was jamming with these guys one day. I was just kind of jamming to it and stuff. And then Angie started playing along to it, and then they actually brought it to life, like from an acoustic song to what it is now. Like we've lengthened it. There's certain things that I've changed in it, and it is just
It is gorgeous.
I had never thought it could ever sound the way that it does. And these guys have taken the songs that I have written, have like blown them up, dude. It's insane.
That's awesome. That sounds so powerful.
That is awesome.
Do you guys have a name for the album? Or are you still kind of working on that? Because we get that, you know.
We're still working on it, but me personally, I'd like it to be self-titled. But it's up to the girls too. Like I said, we all have our own opinion, and everyone matters. If if one of them doesn't want it, if they want to have a name, then we're gonna put a name to it. So, it'll be an overall decision, and then we'll let everybody know what that title is.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be so awesome.
Yeah, totally look forward to that.
Yeah, we might call it "Take the Compliment," but I'm not sure.
That is actually a really good title.
Yeah, it is, because it's a message to not
What'd you say?
everyone, but like women in general. Like
Yeah, I was thinking like women.
it's part of culture. Oh, what does Adam have to say?
Adam says, I trusted a girl right rocks. My wife Masako put on your show from Louis G's and we loved it. Can't wait to really see you play live. She's in recovery room from surgery right now and will listen later. Thank you, Adam. And Masako.
Masako.
Please get well soon, girl, because you need to rock out, lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a real rock star too, that girl.
Oh man, she's amazing. She is the vocalist for Cherry Dragon. And she also plays a little bit of guitar. She can actually jam out on some drums too. Like
she's
a jack of all trades. Like
very talented.
And she's pretty good at the drums. Like I was impressed. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, she's
like awesome. I might as well just hand my sticks over to Moscow.
I love seeing that so much. Awesome.
Well, I love that you guys make decisions as a team. That's how Crash and I work too. So we don't make decisions without each other on the show or the direction of it. We always, connect with each other and hear each other out. And usually we're on the same wavelength. We think the same.
Always.
So that's easy.
Yeah.
Makes it pretty chill.
I think differently, and then it all came together, and we were just like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, perfect.
That's so cool when you have that harmony.
I feel like you have more good times and laughter times when you have kind of harmony than like if you have, disturbances or discrepancies within the band. So it's,
and like it has been a journey too with all of us, just as people. We're all so different. We all have our own moods, and like you know what I mean. So we all have I think have kind of seen each other at even like our worst, I suppose.
I think
and,
so.
Oh yeah, you do, because you're a family. Band is family.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we are sisters. For sure.
It's like periods of
Oh,
doubt and periods of we didn't really know each other that well yet, and learning each other's moods, behaviors, and how we are, and just like and we accept each other for who we are, and and it's taken us time for us to all kind of get to this place where we're at now. So
I totally get that vibe from you guys. Did this shelter in place kind of throw you even more into that?
I feel like it did.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely challenged us.
Yeah.
But maybe in a good way.
Yeah.
I think in a good way.
I definitely think in a good way.
Yeah, I can tell it was a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, every single day we're chatting with each other. I think it was hardest at first because just anything where you're distant, right? And your communication is online. Things can be just harder to really understand like nuance and tone. And so I think it challenged us and then really made us fight for each other and like, wait a second, like I really need these people in my life like every day. Like how do we really come back as AG through COVID? And I think that's kind of been the biggest thing for me during all of the shutdown was just coming back to my band sisters.
Yes.
Well, it shows that you guys support each other. So
Yes.
it's so cool to see.
We're just there for each other no matter what. It's
Talk it out.
Yeah, talk it out. And like if anybody needs anything, we're there for each other. Like there's no judgment, and it's a safe environment.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Yeah.
If someone needs to say something, we'll have like a little mini band meeting, and we'll get some White Claw or whatever it is, and we'll talk about it. Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, we're usually pretty straight up with each other. I think.
Yeah.
Definitely. If someone's like, dude, straight up.
That's important. Yeah, you should be.
That's
feel.
so important. I feel like for a successful band, you need to. Everyone needs to have their say, you know, and it needs to be an equal say.
Yeah.
And also the dynamic, us all being women, too. And like, you know, we're all gonna have our mood swings and like.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, yeah.
We're all guilty, totally.
But it's never anything that we can't get through, and there's just such an amazing foundation.
I love that we labeled us all different attitudes. Like I was zesty. What were you?
Oh, I was like, I think if we were all like a flavor, I think
Ryan
would be zesty, Angie would be sweet. I think Jess would be spicy, and I would be salty.
I love it.
Band nicknames right there.
I love it.
Passion putting it on my jacket.
But we're just like, we spend time with each other as well, like all the time. And we're just, crash at each other's places or whatever. And regardless of what's happening, we come together for the music and for each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ladies
Beautiful. I love it.
I feel like a band is more than a band. I feel like it's like a team and a family.
Yeah.
Definitely family.
It's like a marriage.
It became a marriage.
It does become a marriage. It's like because like dedication comes in play on that and
Oh, I
loyalty.
hear you. My band is a marriage. We're married.
Yes.
Yes.
You breathe your band a marriage.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. So like when we were both in our own bands, we shied away from being in a band together because we already went to school together. We already worked together. So we were kind of like, maybe we shouldn't be around each other all the time. But after we merged and then branched off and became a power duo, it seemed right. It was like the perfect thing for us. So
I don't know the timeline, but I saw you go live. It was a couple weeks ago, I think, or a month ago.
Yeah, I saw something you did live too.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a blast together. It's fun. Yeah. And we have open communication, not just in our relationship, but as a band too. And that definitely helps with the flow of things. And so it's good to have that energy.
It is. And everything has been really organic, I think, for Top
Yes.
That's the best. That's the best.
When
When it's organic.
Like I feel like a band needs to be organic and not like pushed or micromanaged.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
If you know what I mean, like you're picking like I want shit this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, because then you take away like the organicness of it.
Well, and I don't like when
Where to
people are
develop.
overly competitive, like when people are trying to compete against each other. That's not fun.
Yes. No,
So-
it's not fun.
Ash, you make a really good point because when I first met Angie and we had this conversation, I told her, I was like, it's the most important thing to me is that when everybody comes in this band, we all have a voice And I don't want any of the girls to feel limited. Like they are going to do their guitar parts, they're going to do their drum parts, and I'm not going to sit there and maybe I might make certain suggestions of saying I want it this way, but it's usually like they can write their own parts.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
sometimes I get micromanaged as to what my parts are as a drummer. And
That's
I just
good.
feel like, well, you're taking my voice away as a musician because
Yeah.
my thoughts and feelings are transposed through my drumming. And when you change it and micromanage it, then you're changing my voice and making it your voice.
It's so much easier when you can play from your
And
heart.
it's just not fun for me anymore at that point. It's just like, okay, well, you have totally changed everything I've given into this, so I just don't even want to put into it anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of.
In the end, it's Jess's band, and this is Angie's band, and my band, and this is Brian's band. You know, it's not just
Exactly.
One.
A band is a team. You all can't do it alone. I'm sorry. That's just like how many single drummers are out there tearing up the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a team. It's a team sport. You all have to act as a unit, and like each voice
That's what I really
needs to be heard.
I came in here already being on a new instrument. Like I know how to play bass, but I don't know, like, especially all of my bands that I've been in have been trios. This is my more than 3 people band.
Oh, okay.
That's been cool, and on a different instrument. And so when I got in here, I looked at Johnny and I said, "Hey, what do you want me to play?" And she goes,
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
"She's like, make your part." I'm like, "Oh God, okay."
Yeah, that
So-
was it. Exactly it. And the great thing about us having different backgrounds is that when Ryan came in, because we had tried out a few different bass players, but when Ryan came in, it was her punk background that really adds so much of that richness that
Yeah.
we were missing. And so she adds these just really quick, beautiful licks, and like it just works so well.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and then you can hear it like in Jess like her influences. You can definitely hear her influences and her playing and stuff, and it's just like it's added a new dynamic too as well. So then you have
Exactly. It should add,
Yeah.
not be just dictated. You know.
When also, I can't write songs like Johnny either. Hearing her songs, I was like, "Holy
That's
crap."
not true. She's being humble.
I am not. I can't write my own music, but I don't write like you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Girl, whatever. I've written songs on bass, just on bass, because I'm not a guitarist. I'm a drummer. Like, what do I know about guitar? Not a damn thing.
Me
But I
either.
know bass.
I appreciate it. I don't know it.
I could play some power chords, but they're just gonna be like bass power chords, pretty much. But I don't know.
I'm primarily a guitarist, but I started picking up drums when I was in high school, and then again, a lot more when I bought my Mapex kit, and that's around the time I met Angie. And so my drumming, even just from meeting her too, and then playing them consistently, it's like it's become a lot more
Night and day, right? Yeah, like I can play like total boom da boom da boom da. When I'm like a metal drummer, I like the slower, more like technical shit.
Yeah.
But now I'm playing like super fast, like punk beats, which I didn't even know I could freaking do. Which
you got this, girl.
oh man, it was so much fun. I had a blast.
I'm glad you did. That's awesome. So fun. So I ask all of our guests what advice you would give to musicians starting out, or other musicians that are in the scene, etc. You can answer individually if you're comfortable.
I would say my advice is don't ever forget the reason why you're doing it.
Yes.
Don't ever forget the music first and foremost.
Well put. Yes.
Practice.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Practice.
Mine's gonna be passion. Like I can't tell you how many people that have super fancy gear or that have super can like just write a song, but I can't tell you how many times they go to play live and I'm like, this sounds hollow and it sounds soulless.
Ooh,
There's no
yeah, you can tell. You can tell.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of along the lines of what I was going to say too, is that just believe in yourself and your passion, and it doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have, or gear that you have or don't have. It's about your passion for the music, and that will fail.
That's beautiful. And why you probably educate others, you know, with
Right?
your very good. Great advice, ladies. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this might be individual question or a whole band question. Where is your dream venue to play? If you could play anywhere in the world, where would it be?
All over the world. I know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Yes.
I would definitely say, I don't know.
I just want to be out there playing, really.
Yeah, I just want to play.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
I want to play in a castle in Ireland.
Ooh.
Oh, who doesn't?
Hashtag goals right there. Yeah.
Right?
Would you guys play the Gorge?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
We hear that from a lot of local bands that they would play the Gorge Amphitheater, and it's, oh man, it's beautiful. I'd love to play out there too.
It's a gorgeous venue.
Yeah. I would
Mhm.
want to play Madison Square Garden for sure.
What?
All the greats.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Uh,
Stadium.
Ooh, nice.
I think that's where I want to go.
I would love to play the Santa Barbara Bowl because I grew up living like really close to it, and I could never afford to go to the shows, but I could hear them.
Oh, no.
And it was so inspiring though to even just hear. And then like on an off day, I got to tour like the school group the stage, and it was just this beautiful open space. And so I think that would be great.
That would be very cool. Nice.
So, ladies, I have to say, and we have to give a shout out to Jeremy V, who just stumbled across our stream live, and he said, "This is very cool. Been playing music all my life, and I think this is the first just musician live talk ever."
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
Well,
Thanks for letting me know.
You came on a good night.
Yes. And if you're a musician and you'd like to be part of our show, we are booked into August, but we do have some calendar dates open in September and at the end of August, I believe.
Kind of like
A little
first
bit.
of August, end of August.
Okay, gotcha. So middle August. So if you'd like to be on our show, just hit us up. Either message us on our Facebook, Musicians Hangout, or you can email us at musicianshangout19@gmail.com.
Okay.
Also,
I'm getting it.
and check out our band, our guest band tonight, Atrocity Girl, on Facebook. You can check them out on their website. Was that atrocitygirl.com?
Yes, I will get that.
Perfect. And you can check out Crash and I too. So you can see Crash's band Fatal Butterfly on Facebook. And you can also find my band, The Maxwells, on Facebook or our website, themaxwellsrock.com.
And I will get that here in a second. Here we have, you can find Atrocity Girl at www.atrocitygirl.com or on Instagram at atrocitygirl_band. And also, they are coming out with a new album and they want to record at Autopsy Records. If you would like to sponsor them, please go to patreon.com/atrocitygirl. So, wait, let me go back up because
Promote.
always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
So much.
and Jeremy said thanks, and we'll check them out. Jeremy, you totally should. You will not be disappointed. And we have the Maxwells. Is it
themaxwellsrock.com. Yay! So we've got about 10 more minutes, ladies. Is there anything you wanted to share with our viewers, your fans? Any special shout outs?
Ooh, yes. Shout out. We want to give a super special shout out to a top fan, Karen Carr.
Karen Carr.
Karen,
We love
we
you.
hope you're watching. She's been top fan. She's just been all over our social media.
She's been at every show.
Every show. She'll tune in to the Luigi's live stream. She's always telling us how talented and supportive we are, and even on her personal band pages, like Johnny's and Angie's and Jess's and mine's, anything we post, she's checking in on us, seeing what we're up to. So that feels really good.
That is cool.
Yeah, and I would say too, if on atrocitygirl.com you can sign up, you can subscribe, and we're going to be sending out newsletters, and we just really love interaction with people. You know, we love to hear from you. What? Our giveaway. Oh yeah, our giveaway. You could talk about that. So we're actually doing a giveaway right now, and so basically we have it's a Facebook giveaway, and there's rules that you should follow for the giveaway. But we're giving away your choice of either a sticker or a button. And all you have to watch
I saw the video of you guys making those buttons. I'm a huge button fan, so I need to go figure out these rules so I can get an Atrocity Girl button. So you can make it on the Musicians Hangout wall.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. We also have bottle openers as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dandy.
I might suggest shot glasses. Same Sirens Ring, now Baby and the Nobodies each have shot glasses, and I'm
Nice.
super jealous about. They're pretty damn cool.
Well, and you guys have bandanas too, right? What other merch do you have? You have bandanas, t-shirts, the buttons, stickers.
This girl.
Because I want. Speaking of the Primus show, we have stickers and bandanas and t-shirts, but we have shiwis, which are
Yes.
Shiwis are.
so you can get it's an engraved AG shiwi, and for outdoor concerts or if you're on the on the road
Okay.
and you don't.
I decided I don't want a button anymore. I need this Atrocity Girl shiwi.
You
Yeah, right?
do.
You do.
We,
If you don't
we
want to
all
go,
need shiwis, right?
when you're at the gorge or anywhere nasty, and you want to go in there and you're just.
Right, or at a concert, venues, even sometimes when you just don't want to mess with
You don't
what's
wanna
going
deal with
on in
I
there.
live in a house full of boys who always take up the bathroom because we have one damn bathroom. So
So
Yeah, so do we here at
the bathroom's always so nasty. They're so
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. Those dive bars, I hear you. Some of them aren't bad. Some of them are like, whoa, that was way cleaner than I thought. Huh.
It's always a surprise. It's always a surprise.
It's always a surprise. I can double
It's
take.
always a surprise, yes.
it's at my expense usually.
Dude, I don't think I've ever heard of a band having shiwis. That's cool, especially in the Pacific Northwest because there's a lot of backpackers. I backpack myself.
Campers. We have outdoor festivals.
Yep.
Shiwis are kind of important.
When you don't want to squat, you know?
Oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna buy your shiwi and just advertise the crap out of it.
So are they black? Are they red? What color are these? Both.
Just be like, I'm at a show.
They are purple. Have the symbol.
Yes.
Yeah, with the
they-
eight.
Oh, huh. Okay.
That's why I want to just be like, Atrocity Girl, shiwi.
We'll be with you everywhere you go.
Exactly.
Look at
Road trips, camping, venues.
I'm
concerts.
putting it in my symbol bag. Are you shitting me?
Yes. It's super important. So you can
Going
get
in my stick bag.
yay.
everyone needs a sheep stick bag.
Okay, where can we find your merch?
You can find it on the website, and you can find it on Facebook as well.
TrustyGirl.com.
We have a shop on our Facebook page, and then there's a merch page on our website. And then when shows start back up,
Perfect.
Oh, no, when shows come back.
And like I said, their webpage is atrocitygirl.com.
Yeah, subscribe,
Get
and
your
you'll
merch.
get a lot of videos. and fun
Get your
stuff.
your shiwis.
Who designed your logo?
I did.
I love it. It's
Yeah, actually, it started off as like the idea of what you see. Like it was kind of looked a little bit different in the beginning. and I went to Rochester, New York, to go visit one of my really good friends over there for a week and 2 weeks, I think. And then I had it scribbled down on a little paper. I was going to show it to Angela before I took my trip, and then I wound up accidentally leaving it behind. And so I was like, well, hold on, I'm going to redraw it or whatever. And then I started redrawing it, and it turned out like 10 times better than the original one.
Nice.
And then I took a picture of it and sent it to her, and then she blew it up, and then
That was super fun. I isolated it, and then it was so fun. I love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
don't tell anybody it was born on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep that.
We
We
won't
will keep
tell.
that hush.
Total secret. Right here.
It's Pacific born, not Atlantic born.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is. PNW, baby.
It's where your soul belongs, right?
Yeah, it belongs in Alaska, but it's made its home here with Atrocity Girl. That's
But
for
here's
sure.
the thing, like even when I lived in Southern California, which is still the Pacific, I would daydream about Seattle. And here it was like 80 degrees in Southern California, sunny every damn day. Every damn day you woke up, it was sunny and 80 degrees, sunny and 80 degrees. And I would be in there in the kitchen cutting up dinner, like just like I do not want to cook over a hot stove, even though I have air conditioning. And I'd just be like, I miss Seattle. And every time I thought of Seattle, it was always like dark, gray, and raining in my head. And I'm just like, God, I miss that. I miss the rain. Like, it's crazy how much you miss rain when you don't have it.
Yeah.
The pretty trees and the rain and the overcasts.
Yes.
I
Like,
know.
I miss the snow and the freezing cold. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Oh yeah, you're from Alaska. That's
you're
right.
from Alaska.
Yeah, North Dakota is a lot like that. Yeah, I get you.
I know
I
about
have
like
friends
cold
that worked in Fairbanks that were like, I will never go to Fairbanks ever again in my life. Forget that place. I mean, it was a little more, forget that place, but it did begin with an F word.
Do you ever go back to Alaska, Johnny?
I haven't been back in 7 years since I last left
Oh.
to get to work. And I will actually eventually, probably here very soon. I think within the year, yeah. I'll definitely be visiting. I got a lot of friends, a lot of family, a lot of good connections up there.
Yeah, it's nice
I
to
miss-
connect with friends and family back home. I know. I get you.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends still that are still in the music scene, and I'd like to catch their shows. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wanna
play
Yeah, I
shows.
never really think of Alaska as having like much of a music scene up there.
That's what I thought.
They really do. It's really beautiful. It's very saturated with music.
I bet it would be different too.
It'd be really cool to play there someday.
It's like 9 months out of winter. There's nothing else to do except
Yeah.
go to bars, shows, and drink.
That makes sense.
So,
Yeah.
and because they're depressed at the time, mainly a lot of the scene was a lot of metal. It was really saturated with metal.
Heck
which I love.
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually
And then
kind of surprised on that.
Yeah, it's sort of turned into like indie pop and pop and a lot of metal, which is rad.
I figured with as many natives as there are up in Alaska that it would be more of their native culture kind of music. I don't know. I'm ignorant.
I know.
I've never been to Alaska, so I don't know
I
what the hell goes on up there.
So I work for a tribe here, the Jamestown Slum tribe, and there are a lot of metal fans in the tribal community. So like a lot of my fans I worked with. So you know, like it's pretty sweet. Like they're totally into metal, and I dig it. I dig it because that's my culture. You know, like metal's my culture. So it's like I get to share that with so many really cool people.
You guys want to hear a really interesting fact though about Alaska?
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially is that they have a enormous Pacific Islander population.
Yeah, I heard that.
Which is so confusing to me because I used to live in Hawaii. Like I used to live in Waianaimakaha, Hawaii. And they were like, oh, we're all moving. And I'm like, okay, where are you moving? Half of them were moving to Alaska, which is weird. And then the other half were moving to Washington State, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard
you're
to
going to this super sunny, beautiful climate to this like raining 9 months out of the damn year and just,
Yeah.
you know, rain all the time. Why would
I'll
you
tell
do
you
that?
I'll tell you the reason why
Okay.
Samoans and Hawaiians bring their families to Alaska.
Yes.
Because it's the only place in the United States where the state pays you to live there. And when you have 4 children, each of
I think you were right on that because
Mhm.
my uncle kept trying to like make me move to Alaska, and he's like,
Hey,
"You
when
can
you're-
get like $10,000 just for living there a month," and I was like, "There's a lot of snow, bro."
Yeah.
It actually depends on how much the interest from the oil companies make up there. The interest
That
from
makes
the oil
sense. Yeah. Yeah.
and then at the end of the year it's distributed. So you never know definitively what your amount is, but it could be huge and it could be small. The
Got
one
you.
year I was up there, I was at a bar and it was just before midnight and I checked my account, bro, and there was like $3,600 in there from the state.
Oh,
and
yeah.
bar drinking. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, ladies, we are out of time, and we just wanted to thank you so much. Ryan, Angie, Jess, you were awesome to have on. Thank you so much for being part of our show. And I hope so much that we get to meet you in person someday.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. You
So
ladies
we'll
had me
happen.
in stitches tonight. It was awesome, amazing.
Well, and definitely stay connected with us. Like I said, we'll keep promoting you and supporting you.
Oh, we're gonna jam. It's not gonna be virtual forever.
Oh, no.
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 Check out Atrocity Girl, everybody.
Yes, at atrocitygirl.com and on Instagram at atrocitygirl_band. All right, Maxine, you want to take us out?
Absolutely, Crash. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.